Hey guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Hey, today we're going to talk about our favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a cool topic for ourselves today, so let's go ahead and dive right on into it. What is our cool topic for today? Our cool topic for today is selling and your self-esteem. Okay, what does he mean, selling and your self-esteem? It's a good subject, guys, because let me tell you something. A lot of times as salespeople, we get beat down, and sometimes it could be from life, it can be from family experiences, it can be from just lack of faith in ourselves. Maybe we were brought up in an environment where we didn't get a lot of people to care about us and tell us that we're awesome. So what happens is we may have what they call a low self-esteem. Maybe you were a child who was abused, beaten. I'm not real sure what your circumstances are, but if you're watching this, it's probably going to resonate with you because your self-esteem makes all the difference in your selling capabilities, also in your selling career, or just in life in general. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because sometimes we need to look at things that are kind of hard, things that are uncomfortable. We need to look at ourselves and say, well, do I have good self-esteem? Do I feel good about who I am? Do I feel good about what I do? Do I feel good about, being a blessing to other people? Because see, remember guys, we're not the only people that we talk to. We talk to people all over the place, and we're our children, our families and friends. So if you're not building up somebody's self-esteem by helping them to be the best they can be, you probably maybe need to look at that. Because see, in my own life, I have a son, and I've been talking to him and helping him, and we get to make choices in our lives. But one of the cool things that I've always done for my son that, you may or may not have gotten this in your life, is I told him I loved him. I told him I cared about him, and I always tried to show them and him different things so that he can make an informed decision about how to be a better person. And your self-esteem, it really goes a long ways, because if you don't feel good about who you are, it really shows in your life, and it also shows when you're out there trying to sell and close sales. Because if you have a poor self-esteem, you may let people roll all over you and then say no to you, and you may feel inferior because you didn't close a sale. And here's the thing, guys, you're going to run into a lot of different types of people, bunches of different people. Some people are nice, some people are not so nice, and some people are just, well, I don't even want to call them anything more than an ass. But here's the key to success, guys. See, people put on these facades. Maybe they don't have a good self-esteem, maybe they have a low self-esteem, or maybe they have no self-esteem at all. So what do? They project pain, they project fear, frustration, anger, all of the above. So if we're looking at ourselves, we need to look at ourselves and say, well, what about my own personal self-esteem? Well, here's the thing, guys. Now, I'm not saying be an arrogant person, a rude person, obnoxious person. I'm talking about being a good person, a kind person, a hard worker, somebody who tries to be the best they can be. And if you're looking at your self-esteem, what work you put into and your effort that you put into your career of selling, running a business, just living life, it makes all the difference in the world. And your self-esteem, it also, people watch you, they see you. So when you're out there, you could be a humble person, but if you find yourself putting yourself down a lot, or maybe letting other people go ahead of you, and when people give you a compliment, you don't accept that compliment. Because here's the thing, guys, we can have low self-esteem, and it can keep us from being the best we can be. Our performance levels does depend on our self-esteem. And I'm not saying being a manipulator, taking advantage of people, but your self-esteem means that you like yourself. And I know it sounds kind of weird because, see, I like myself. People say, I like myself. But then again, you watch their actions when they're given a compliment or when they do something good, they don't think that they've done good enough. Now, it's one thing to be humble, and I got you. I appreciate that. But your self-esteem, it really means a lot, not only to the people around you, your family, your significant other, your children, your employees, employer. It matters about you, your self-esteem, how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself. And remember, guys, we're green and we're growing. We're not ripe and rotting. So take this information, if you will. I'm just saying, it's just a video about self-esteem and having self-esteem. And if you are smart, what you'll do is you'll Google, what does self-esteem mean? And then when you look at that information, if it doesn't sound like you, maybe we need to adjust some things. Because I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. I've been in sales for a long time. I've helped a lot of people get a lot of stuff, but my self-esteem at one point in my life was not where it needed to be. I was always fearing things, scared, not being the best that I can be. And so I had some people bring this into my attention. Gary, you need to work on your self-esteem. You're a great person. You're a great salesperson. You're a great communicator. And it's nice to hear that, but until you believe it about yourself, it's just a bunch of nice words. And we have to take these things internally. So if you're struggling right now, if things aren't really going your way, you're having a hard time being a salesperson, running a business, if things don't seem to be working out the way you want, we're winners. Take those little wins. Every time you do something that makes you successful, that could be you closed a sale. That means you answer the phone and you were able to set an appointment. If you were to maybe go to the gym and do an extra rep, or maybe you got a chance to go knock on some doors and you weren't as afraid today as you were yesterday. Take those things that are really difficult and look at them and take them as wins. We're winners, guys. We're not wieners. We're not losers. And your self-esteem, it really matters, because if you want to be a productive member of society or be a productive salesperson, manager, whatever your goals are in life, student or whatever, your self-esteem will help you to be more successful. It'll get you in a direction. It'll pull you in a direction. And look at those small wins and keep them and grow from those. Your successes are your wins, guys. And we can beat ourselves. We can beat our worst nightmare. We can make ourselves feel inferior because of other people doing really great. And one of the things that I recommend, that you need to learn how to stick and stay. Okay, runners, they run. And if you're not doing your best, do your research. Start learning more about, yourself. Learn about how to communicate, how to talk to people. I've got like almost 1,000 videos on everything there is to know about selling. But your self-esteem is very important. And remember, when you start feeling good about what you're doing, especially within the first 90 days of a job, it's kind of like, I'm trying to figure it all out. I don't know all the stuff that I need to know. But once you start seeing that you're getting some wins, you're winning, and you're not whining about not being able to be successful, we have to punch ourselves out, which is fine. We have to get frustrated because, see, when you're in the learning process, if it's worthwhile learning, it's not going to be easy. And we do have to take a look at all the things that we do to want to be successful. And successful people, they have pretty good self-esteem. They have to, because, see, people depend on us. And if we're feeling sorry for ourselves and we just give up real easy, you never know. The miracle could have been right around the corner. What is that miracle? You could have sold something because you stuck and stayed. You worked hard. You worked on your self-esteem. So give me the encouragement to be successful, and I give you the encouragement to be successful. You can do this. You can do anything you put your mind to, as long as you put in the effort, the hard work, the stick and stay. And I promise you this, guys, if you have a low self-esteem, be careful, guys, because your children are watching, your significant other people are watching, and they can go ahead and emulate and be just like you. So you want to build people up, not tear them down. And I'm just going to tell you guys, I've been there. I've been broken. I've been hurt. I've been working with companies and things just didn't work out. I've been selling for years and years, and I've helped a lot of people. And there's some products that maybe I can't sell, or maybe I didn't have enough time to be able to wrap my mind around it. But your self-esteem doesn't mean you call it a loss. You call it a win. You take bits and pieces, nuggets from each opportunity that you're involved in, and you encompass it and you write it down. You look at it. Because remember, guys, We're salespeople. We're not arrogant people. We're not rude people. We're not obnoxious people. We're people with good self-esteem. And when you have good self-esteem, customers, they see that, they feel that, and they want that because they may not have it in their own life. But if you can build somebody up, make them glad that they purchased something from you, make them feel that, man, this person really cares about me. Again, guys, it's not about me, it's about you. It's about the customer, it's about other people. And if you have a good self-esteem, man, you could change the world. And my name is Gary Lee. Give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my videos. And guys, I'm gonna tell you what, your self-esteem, it really matters. I got you. Self-esteem. Get you some. All right.